everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Star Fox 64 playthrough. Very quickly before we get going, as you can see, I'm just kind of showcasing how you can change the course here if you happen to get a better ending but want to go the worst path. Again, you can only do that if you achieve the better ending, so keep that in mind.
Recover our base from the enemy army.
Roger, General.
And we're going to be starting this video by going to the planet of Fortuna.
Split up and take it to them.
We need to protect the allied base here, and in order to do that, we just need to destroy as many enemies as possible. The medal score for this stage is actually very generous. This is probably one of the easier medals to get. All we need to do is get 50 kills. And there's a very easy way to get those 50 kills once we get to it. So while you're doing this, you'll hear your teammates talk a lot. They'll either be, you know, giving themselves a pat on the back for killing an enemy, or, in a more likely scenario, they'll be asking for help. So if one of your allies starts asking for help, try to save them as much as possible and as soon as possible.
What's the big idea, boss?
And your team members will also get mad whenever you go for an enemy that they were going for.
Boss, get this guy off me.
Slippy most notably gets in trouble, I think, more than any other of your teammates.
You're not getting away that easy.
So just be on the lookout for that.
Boss, get this guy off me. Hey, what's the big eye? Why are ships coming out of the base?
A bomb has been planted at the base.
Here it comes.
Gee, can anyone take care of it? Can't let you do that, Star Fox.
Andros has ordered us to take you down.
Happy, long time no see. Andros' enemy is my enemy.
Say hello to the Star Wolf team.
That's what I need to see. Star Wolf.
I love the Star Wolf
Let's take
team.
care of these guys first.
I think I honestly like the Star Wolf team better than the Star Fox team, if I'm being honest. So yeah, we have to take down the Star Wolf team. Their ships are obviously, they have more health than the enemy ships, so keep that in mind. But
What the heck?
with the double blue lasers, they will be very easy. And if you kill them quick enough, you get plus 10, which means there's 4 of them. That's like 40 points right
You're
there.
not as tough as I thought.
So as long as you get like 10 points before they come, you should be fine.
This can't be happening. What's taking you so long, Fox?
It's also funny, whenever you do a somersault when Wolf is following you, he always like responds like, "What the heck?" I love that, but I love whenever he says that.
Your father help. What the heck?
He even interrupts like other characters just to say that,
Man.
which is really, really funny. But yeah, this stage is really easy. It's a nice introduction to the Star Fox crew, but
What the heck?
it's also not too hard either.
There's one more to go. I can't lose.
And there we go.
I'll take care of the bomb now.
That's actually the end of the stage right there. It's already over. Very, very quick stage. But, of course, we're going to show the other ending. So, don't you worry about that. And I'm sure we haven't seen the last of Star Wolf.
All aircraft report.
Hey, we made it.
Fox, take it easy. That was a close call, Fox.
You also don't really heal your ships that much after this stage, too, I noticed. Probably because it's a mini stage or short stage. But yeah, like I said, we get the good ending. We actually can move on to the normal path if we win. But we're not going the normal path. We're going the easy path.
Danger. 1 minute to explosion.
So yeah, if you take too long
Let's take
in this
care of these
stage,
guys first.
eventually a timer will appear, and if you don't finish off Star Wolf before that timer goes down,
What the heck?
you will actually be forced on the easy path,
There's
no
one
matter
more to
what.
go.
So keep that in mind. So I basically destroyed everyone but Wolf. If you don't want your allies to die, that's probably the best thing for you to do, because they will continually fire at your teammates no matter what. And it's actually kind of interesting because each of the members of Star Wolf personally picks on one of your team members. So Pigma always goes after Peppy because there's kind of some history there. Leon goes after Falco, Andrew goes after Slippy, and obviously Wolf goes after you. Just for fun, I felt like showing that you could fly through that base by just crashing into it. But yeah, as you can see, we're gonna fail.
Exploding. Keep clear.
Looks like we win today, Star Fox. Emergency maneuvers! Get out of there!
Yep, unfortunately we did not save Fortuna. The bomb is exploding, and I'm assuming lots of lives were at stake because of that. The planet itself still looks fine, but yeah. Unfortunately, we did not succeed. We even hear some sad music as a result.
All aircraft report.
They almost got us.
I'm not too crazy about those guys.
So that's Star Wolf.
Falco, you're just so interested in Star Wolf, I guess. Okay, well, that's the easy route. But, I actually used, like, a save state to show this, so I'm going to go back to my earlier success, so do not worry about that. But yeah, we're going to continue on with the other attempt. But I am going to change paths to Sector X, so we are going to go to Sector X right here.
Reports indicate that Andros is working on some secret weapon.
I'll check it out.
Okay, so next we're doing Sector X. The medal count for this stage is 150. I used to think this stage was a lot harder than it actually is. In reality, this is a very easy stage to get the medal because there's just lots of places where you can get a lot of kills. Especially here at the very beginning,
Take out that weapon, boys.
because there's just like a lot of enemies here.
Let's have a little fun.
So definitely make use of that. A lot of enemies right here too.
Stay alert.
I obviously shouldn't have used the bomb in that fashion. I should have actually exploded it early, but whatever. We'll still have enough time to do this.
He's quick. Be careful.
Yeah, as long as you get like around 100 before like the middle ring, you should be fine.
Enemy troop behind you. Big, fast.
See right here, you can also get a lot of kills.
We're getting close to the base.
And then up here, there's some other ways we can get kills. We destroy these mines. And look, we have even more things to kill. So, yeah, getting the medal here is not hard. Probably one of the easier, like, normal stages to get the medal, if I'm being honest.
Somebody beat it here.
When I say normal stages, I mean, like, not stages like Fortuna, for example. So yeah, there's the middle ring. We have about 100, like I said, so you should be good.
the heck is that? They're on me! I'm getting careless!
So yeah, I actually have to be really careful right here, because Peppy is about dead. I need to be very careful with him if he gets into trouble. But up here, you actually have a choice of which way you can go. I would recommend going the right path if you want to do the stage normally.
I'll attack from the outside.
If you want to take the warp, you have to go the other path, and I'll talk about that later. But I feel like on this path you can get more kills. Again, if you're going the normal path. The warp might give you some more opportunities, but as far as just like the regular path, I'd recommend going the right. Just be careful if Peppy is low health, because there is a point where he will come back here and you have to save him again. Excuse me.
Where is the secret weapon?
Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm already at the medal amount. If your kill number is like all orange, that means that you've reached the medal amount. You just have to make it to the end with all your teammates. And yeah, right here I decided to use a bomb to get rid of all those enemies, because they would have actually hurt Peppy if they stayed on him. And I believe we're already at the boss, so yeah, that did not take very long. So we're going to probably be able to get through 3 planets in this video. Not one of these guys again. Thankfully, if you have blue lasers, you can take care of them very quickly. But they're still really annoying, and sometimes they feel like they take more hits than what they should.
What the heck? Fox, look behind you!
Okay, here's another very memorable boss from this game.
So this is the secret weapon.
Destroy. Destroy. Enemy shield analyzed. I will terminate all enemies. You are an enemy.
He has a destruction complex, apparently. But yeah, just shoot his eyes to start.
You are an enemy.
Watch out for his hands.
Where is the creator?
What's he saying? Then at some points, he'll go down completely.
Yippee! You did it!
Or does he?
What? The view is clear. Destroy. Destroy.
Destroy what? He's crazy.
I must be
And yeah,
complete.
just get that damage in as quickly as you can, and you should be good. Now, funnily enough, even though this is the normal path, we did actually get the better ending. There is actually another ending, and I'll talk about that shortly.
My life flashed before my eyes! You worry about your own hide.
But basically, if you take too long on that boss fight, something will happen. And if that event happens, you cannot get the medal on this stage. And as a result, you'll also get forced to the easy route no matter what. But that was technically the normal ending. The warp will give you the best ending, and with that warp you can go straight to the hard path, but I'll talk about that later. But let's talk about the easy path condition here.
Let me handle this.
Slippy, get back here! Slippy!
So yes, if you take too long, Slippy will try to be a hero.
I must be complete.
You'll knock Slippy away. Slippy will act like being KO'd. And yeah, you have to go to the easy path.
Rob, can you confirm Slippy's location?
Distress signal coming from Titania.
Looks like he's on Titania.
Really?
Slippy can be such a headache.
And yeah, with that, we have to go to Titania next. We can't go to the other planet. So, that's basically the way that works. But, we can also just beat the boss and then go to Titania if you need to go to Titania, but either way, that's how you pretty much get here. But there is still one more ending we have to show off, so let's see that next. So let's actually go left instead of right.
I can't wait to see this secret weapon.
I want to say you need Falco here too, but probably not. I think as long as you know what you're doing, you can be fine. But Falco's the one that hints at this. So basically, in order to access this warp, you'll see a bunch of gates coming up here, and you basically need to attack the gates until they open. And the best way to do this is just to have double lasers and then also brake as you're approaching them. If they open like that, you succeeded. You have a few more gates you have to get through too. And I believe you have to, like, not only open the gate, but also not crash into it either. Because I had an attempt earlier where it didn't work for some reason.
Just one more.
But yeah, if you get through all 4 of them, you will unlock the warp. So, just do it one more time, and we're good. So as I mentioned before, this is the second warp of the game, and this one, instead of taking you to the normal path, it'll actually take you to the hard path on Sector Z, which is the 5th stage of the hard path. So it's quite a big warp. I was actually really surprised when I found this, because I found the Media warp way before I found this one when I first played this game. And when I found that this was a thing, I was like, oh wow, I could have actually gotten to Sector Z in a much easier way. But no, I think getting to Sector Z the normal way is actually easier in theory, because now that I'm more experienced with the game, the other conditions you have to fulfill to get to the hard path are really not that hard. But we'll talk about that more when we're actually on that path. But yeah, like Meteo's warp, you have a lot of chances for enemies and combos here. I feel like the Meteo warp has more opportunities for combos, but you know, there's obviously still enemies here, so you can still get some good good killage here. This also, like, really reminds me of, like, the gummy ship stages in Kingdom Hearts, even though this game obviously did this kind of thing first. Still, though, it just has real gummy ship vibes. Like, I can tell this is where the inspiration for those stages came from. Easily. And yeah, there we go. That's the warp. That's really all I have to say. Those are the 3 different endings of Sector X. I want to say Sector X has, like, the most endings of any stage in the game. Because you can literally go to any path from here, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But yeah, there's our medal. And we can go straight to Sector Z. However, I'm going to go back to our first run. Once again, thank you, Nintendo Switch save states. And we're actually going to go to the planet of Titania next. And yeah, let's see what we have to do.
What are you doing? It's too dangerous there.
I can't leave Slippy hanging.
So yeah, regardless of whether or not Slippy does that thing on Sector X or not, you go to Titania, and he's in trouble, so I know, not exactly great continuation, but there, whatever.
Deploy the Landmaster.
So, this is actually the first of 2 Landmaster stages. You can't do both in the same run since they're both level 5 stages. And yeah, we're in the Landmaster. Landmaster, obviously you're on the ground, you're on the land. It's the master of land, after all. You have a lot of the same functions, as far as like your general weapon. You can lock onto enemies, you can shoot bombs. You don't get any laser upgrades, at least in story mode, so keep that in mind. And the barrel roll is also kind of like a side roll as well. And you also have a hover maneuver too, which I'll showcase when we get to a certain point. But yeah, this stage is actually, I think, kind of awkward to get the medal. The medal is 150 again. 150 is like the standard. It can be like... They might increase it to like 200 sometimes. They may bring it down to 100 sometimes. But for the most part, 150 is pretty standard. But yeah, enemies kind of come randomly. And sometimes unexpectedly, so you have to be very careful with that. I think the other Landmaster stage is a lot better than this one. It's very chaotic, this one. And again, it's funny because this is the easy path one, but I prefer the other one a lot better. But yeah, try to get combos whenever you can. There's a lot of points, like, at this part, where, like, you'll just see a lot of enemies, like, charge forward. That'll be, like, your best opportunity for combos. You also see a lot of enemies in the sky sometimes, too. That's another place where you can get some combos as well. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of this stage. This is probably one of my least favorite stages in the game, if I'm being honest. But I think that's like a common opinion, too. I don't think very many people like this stage. And not really because of the Slippy thing, it's just kind of like, eh. A much better Landmaster stage exists when there's only 2, so obviously it's kind of unfortunate that it gets the bad end of the stick, I guess. Like right there, that would have been a good chance to use a bomb, but I don't know, I actually got a good combo regardless, so. Yeah, like right here, I'm getting some decent combos. That's where I was like, okay, I better use a bomb there, because I don't think I could have got both of those groups. I should be good, though, as long as, again, you want to aim for, like, 139 before the boss, because 139 means that if you kill it fast enough, you'll get the 1 point plus the 10-point boss kill bonus, so as long as you aim for that, you should be fine, which... There we go, we got it.
Is that you, Slippy? I'll be there soon.
There he is.
I knew you'd come help me.
So now we need to save Slippy. So for this boss, you want to aim for its arms and appendages first. If you attack them enough, you'll actually break Slippy free, and then you can focus on taking him out. Don't worry about hitting Slippy at this point. Just don't hit him when he does become free.
I made it! I'll analyze right away.
And see, he'll even get back to analyzing the enemy's health, too.
Data analysis complete. Here it comes.
But once his chest is vulnerable, that's where you want to aim. That's where his weak point is. But yeah, in order to do the hover, you have to press the R button and Z button at the same time. Basically, both barrel roll buttons. And there he goes. I was not expecting that big of an explosion, not gonna lie, but we did it. We saved Slippy, and we've beaten Titania. We've got the medal.
All aircraft for it.
And now we're ready to head
I
to
thought I was
Venom.
gonna.
Or towards Venom, rather.
We're always saving your hide, Slip. I'm sure he's learned his lesson. When we get back, we'll head to Venom.
And yeah, I'm going to actually end the video right here. The next video is going to be very short. It's only going to be 2 planets and the ending of the easy route, so be a very quick video, but then once we do that, we can start working on some of the other paths. So hope you guys have been enjoying this. It's been a lot of fun playing this game for you guys, and I'm excited to see the rest of this, honestly. Yeah, this has been SlimKirby. I will see you guys next time. Later, folks.